Hello, folks, and welcome to the Blue Hedgehog Podcast, episode number 6, and welcome to Paddock Pass, your post-race edition for the 2022 Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube for the BHRA Reese's Pro Series, as well as some other stuff that I wanted to talk about news-wise since we last discussed this on Triple P. Well, that was interesting. That was an interesting main event. I just got done calling on the radio network side of things, and some people are wondering what in the world is going on. Let's get into the discussion of this episode, as we are currently waiting to hear the punishments that are going to be announced regarding about the 35 of Leela Mackay and the 002 of Emily Elizabeth, which we'll talk about that later on in the show. First, to the big news that some people were kind of shocked, some people that said, man, I cannot believe what I seen, and all that good stuff. So, let's get right into some discussions regarding about the NASCAR news that came out yesterday. If you have not heard the news yesterday, I'll fill you in. News that happened since we last did the Triple P show on Sunday night. Yeah. Wait a minute, if I could find... Wait, where is it? Right here. Alright, here it is. It was announced yesterday. Hendrick Motorsports crew chief, Alan Gustafson, the crew chief for Chase Elliott, the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion, and Greg Ives, crew chief of the number 48 Ally Chevrolet for Alex Bowman. Both were fined $50,000. Engine specialist Scott Maxim and GM Jeff Andrews have been suspended for the next Cup race, which is Watkins Glen, in a couple of weeks. And here is what... Here's what the statement said from NASCAR. The engine teardown of the 9 winning engine from a previous race was completed yesterday, according to NASCAR, and that is when it was realized it wasn't in the 9 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, but in the 48 car, which is a violation of the rules when it comes to reusing a winning engine before teardown. Hendrick Motorsports released this statement, quote, due to an administrative error, one of our sealed engines assigned to the number 9 car was unintentionally allocated to our number 48 team at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Although the engine passed technical inspection and absolutely no competitive advantage was gained, we acknowledge NASCAR's process was not followed correctly in this instant. The rules regarding the assign of sealed engines are clear, and we understand and respect their decision to issue a penalty. We apologize for the mistakes and have taken steps to ensure it will not be repeated, end quote. So that means they will lose, the crew chiefs get a $50,000 fine, so this is going to be, which is good news. But here comes the issue. They lose 25 driver and owner points, and that is huge because that's a huge, but Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman have wins, so they can afford a 25-point penalty, so they can afford that really easy. So it's not going to be a big thing regarding about the engine the penalties, because both of them are in the playoffs. Both of them can afford taking a penalty, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm mad about it, but it is what it is, and, you know, you just have to accept it and move on. Pretty simple. Hi, Cody. So that's my opinion about the whole engine deal. Hendrick Motorsports fans, let me know what you all think in the chat, what you think about what I've said. You know, basically it is what it is, but at least they admitted it was not given a advantage, which is a good thing. So, yeah. Now that we discussed that little news, some IndyCar news that was released yesterday to the surprise of a lot of people, which caught us off guard. Yesterday was announced Helio Castroneves will be going full-time again in the NTT IndyCar Series for Meyer Shank Racing. Now, how many of you had that on their bingo card list before the season started? Not me! I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card for the silly season as far as that's concerned. That's the big surprise, if you know what I mean. So, this does several things regarding about this announcement as far as IndyCar is concerned. One, Helio Castroneves is back full-time racing, so that means he more than likely will not be back in SRX next season, which sucks. Yeah, which Cody brought up another good point. That means someone would need to replace him in SRX. Well, if he's given an invitation, if you know what I mean. So, that also means Jack Harvey is looking for a ride once the 2021 season comes to an end. Some reports have said Jack Harvey could be going to Andretti for a fill-in spot for a few races. Even though it's not official, that's just rumors speculating, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's a big thing that Jack Harvey's looking for a ride. You know, I would like to see him in Andretti. That's my opinion, but yeah. IndyCar fans, let me know what you think, what I mentioned in the comments section down below. So, hopefully, but we'll see what happens, if you know what I mean. So, so we'll see what happens and where Jack Harvey goes, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. So we do wish him the best of luck in his future endeavors, and hopefully go from there. Let's see. Bimbo Bakeries will serve its sponsor for GTG Daughtery Racing in 2022, so that means funding is taken care of. But, as Cody said, when is Ryan Prix going to start missing races as far as that's concerned? Because Prix is only scheduled to run 24 races this year in Cup. And we don't know when he's going to start missing races because, like Cody said, the 37 is outside the single car team with the 47 to stay with JTG Daughtery Racing. And here's why I bring this up. Is if Stenhouse doesn't re-sign with JTG Daughtery Racing, who is going to take that ride over? So it's not just Ryan Prix that could be gone. Harvey could go to Penske. Yeah, if Will Power retires, but he could also replace Scott Dixon. But anyway, so that means if Ricky Stenhouse does not sign his one-year extension, his option, who is going to be in the 47 starting in 2022? Personally, I don't know. I am hoping Ricky Stenhouse stays in the 47, but if he doesn't, I'll be very surprised because that's a big thing to know that we're talking about both Ryan Prix and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who are in the 37 and the 47 respectively for this team, may not be in the Cup Series after this year. But again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. As I just got a Discover Sports deal, which I'm not going to delete that, if you know what I mean. That's just my opinion, so. Yeah, so, there you go. 37, you can see, go to Noah Grigson. Hopefully Noah will bring some money over to the team, if you know what I mean, so. That's something we're going to talk about. Let me see here. Red Bull just informed all of us that the repair job on Max Verstappen's RB16B costed $1.8 million. I think $1.8 million. That's a lot of money to repair his car. And that's a chunk of money they can't lose, if you know what I mean. But but I'm glad Max Verstappen's okay. So, but of course, we now found out that Brad Keselowski, getting back to NASCAR, Brad Keselowski is now confirmed to be going to Roush Fenway Racing, not only as a driver but as a part owner with Jack Roush next season. This brings up a couple of questions regarding about who is going to be left out. Is it going to be Ryan Newman? Because I've heard rumors Ryan Newman could be running a part-time schedule for Roush in the Cup Series, which I think a lot of people would be very surprised if Ryan Newman steps back from racing full-time, which I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's my roommates, if you heard that, whatever. But anyway, I know. Anyway, I do hope Ryan Newman stays with Roush. I mean, I hope they do have enough money to start opening a third team, you know. If it's to run part-time, I could see Ryan Newman running part-time because, like I said, he's had a good career in the Cup Series, you know, and I think it's going to be a big opportunity. Yeah, I think he could be left out, but the other thing is, you know, is he going to run a part-time schedule? Which I'll be surprised, to be quite honest with you, and this is just my opinion, that if Ryan Newman does end up running a part-time schedule, I could see him, you know, being, you know, he wants to be with family, which I can understand that, you know, and, you know, that's something that I could see happen, and also rumors that Brad could reopen Roush Fenway Racing as far as the Xfinity Series team is concerned. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how that's going to plan, because Brad Keselowski, as an owner, has had good success in the Truck Series. I'll be gracious to see if he does bring back an Xfinity team for Roush Fenway Racing, how he's going to do. If that is indeed going to happen. But again, it's not 100% official until we get some more details on that. So we'll just have to wait and see how that's going to go, if you know what I mean. So, but personally, I think Ryan Newman is probably going to be, because Ryan Newman is a free agent after 2021, because he's not been re-signed by Roush Fenway in 2022. Chris Buescher, I know, is going to stay in the 17 because, well, yes, he hasn't won a race this year, you know. He's doing okay. I wouldn't say he's doing great. He's doing okay, you know. I mean, yeah, he can have some bad finishes here, there, and everywhere, and sometimes he's a good run. So he's kind of like a average driver. Yeah, he'll have his good moments, but then he'll have his bad moments, and then he's like somewhere in the middle. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But you know, in my opinion, I think Chris Buescher will definitely stay in the 17 because he can win races. It's just they just need to start performing better, if you know what I mean, because he's only got 4 chances left to make the playoffs. Same with Ryan Newman, because they need a win, because they're right now in a must-win situation, because the next 4 races are Watkins Glen, Michigan, what's after Michigan? Help me on the chat. Watkins Glen, Michigan, Indy, thank you, Stats Guy, who just told me, Indy, and Daytona. You know, they have 4 chances left to make the playoffs. So they are kind of technically in a must-win situation. In fact, everybody outside the top 16 that don't have a win is technically in a must-win situation. Because, yeah, I could see him, yes, exactly, and that's the thing I could see, if you know what I mean. So, but, you know, but Buescher has had a okay season, if you know what I mean. So, but like I said, you know, with 4 races to go until we start the playoffs at Darlington, you know, all of those drivers outside that are not in the playoffs, they need a win to get in the playoffs, because they are right now, they only have 4 chances left, and that's it. And if they don't win, then it's going to go to points, because right now, you look at this, Hamlin would be in because he's the points leader. Harvick and Austin Dillon, who is on the bubble as far as making it into the playoffs, which I don't think anybody had Denny Hamlin could possibly be out, keyword out, if we end up having 3 new winners into the playoffs. Because, like I said, there's still a good chance you could finish in the top 5 in the points in the regular season and you still don't make the playoffs. How interesting how this system has evolved. Some surprises and some big surprises. The big surprise is Kevin Harvick, who has not won, and if we end up getting 3 more winners, he's out. And then he goes into a must-win situation, try to get in the playoffs. So, there's some big surprises, personally. And Eric Almirola, who just recently won at Loudon, you know, took one of those playoff spots, and now he's inside the top 30 in points, and he's going to go in the playoffs. But I don't know if I see Almirola being like what he did back in 2018. I could be wrong, but, you know, if that were to be the case and Almirola confirmed into the playoffs, I don't see Almirola getting past the round of 16. I mean, Michael McDowell, let's all be honest. Michael McDowell, we can agree that unless he has a good result at, like, Bristol, like a win or something like that, I don't see Michael McDowell making it past the round of 16. Barring if somebody gets disqualified from Tech. Keep that in mind. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's just my opinion. So, next topic I wanted to discuss before I get some news regarding about the, before I get some news on the penalties, if you know what I mean. Yeah, if we have an overflow winners, yeah, that's another thing that could happen, is if we have more than 16, then Almirola could get that could happen, so we'll just have to wait and see. Excuse me. I just belched. So, thank you. Let me think. Oh, so, as we all know, everybody's been asking about where drivers like Ross Chastain and Kurt Busch. I thought I was going to get copyright for a second there, but thank goodness someone did cut the music off. But anyway, as I was saying before that happened, there's still a lot of questions still asked on where Ross Chastain and Kurt Busch are going to go as far as 2022 is concerned. Jeez. Oh. Okay, didn't need that. Anyway, there's still a lot of questions asked. Where's Kurt Busch and where's Ross Chastain going for 2022? Because if you're not aware, Chip Ganassi is leaving NASCAR at the end of the season because they've already sold all their stuff to Colleague. And, actually it was, hang on, let me look, because it's been a while since I've heard the news, but, Kurt Busch, I think, will go to the 32. Oh, it's Trackhouse, okay. Unless Hamlin absolutely sucks in GGR. Yeah, I could see that. I could see Kurt Busch either going to be a teammate with Daniel Suarez, or possibly another rumor, retire. Because, I could see Kurt Busch probably going into the booth next year. I mean, but again, we don't know. I don't know where Ross Chastain's gonna go, But, again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So... But, so, we'll just have to wait and see. By the way, if you're wondering what I was chewing on, that was icebreakers that I was not sharing with Cody. And Cody said figures.
Oh, God. The pressure of a name.
Oof.
Cinder fucking Villa.
I didn't say that, so. I didn't say the F word, so. Anyway. So. Orbeez eating steak, not clothes. Oh, no.
Your face is itching. And I just shaved last night and cut myself in the process.
So. Yeah. Not sure who's going to, like I said, we'll find out who will be replacing, who will be a teammate. Hi, Taylor. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no. I saw that one coming like 3 seconds away. I knew Taylor was going to come on here. Awkward! That was a good drink. If anyone's wondering, I'm drinking It's a Rockstar. Cody, I'm not at the strip club, you darping hyena! That was my worst Cody Smart impression, but I didn't care. But, yeah. Figures. Oh, and if you're wondering what I was chewing on, Taylor, I was having, iceberg share. Oh, no! Taylor, Cody!
You're about to get smacked.
That would be president abuse. Alright, let me go ahead and put this in the, playlist while I'm thinking about it. Nice motivational belch, by the way, before I forget.
Thank you.
Alright, there we go. Are you alright?
Yes.
Good lord. So. Taylor got so triggered. Anyway, I got nothing to say, but anyway, we'll see what's gonna happen, because I feel like, to me, the person that wants to go in that second ride, I'm going to have to say it's going to be Kurt Busch or Ross Chastain getting in that ride at Trackhouse. But who would go? But that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens, so.
Good grief.
What?
People are just belching around here, not using their manners.
That would be him. Oh no!
My leg is still sore.
Then you blame it on Daryl.
Because I stretched out my leg this morning and my calf muscle tightened up.
I didn't say the F word. That was my roommate. That said the F word, by the way. Yeah. And the best part about all that was, I just got that on the stream. Saw that coming. Well, I forgot I had to do the Blue Hedgehog podcast, so there you go. Yes, F word roommate. And yes, the best part is, Cody, I got it on the stream.
And, yeah, but yeah, like, I mean, I did. I was just stretching my leg out because I was trying to watch a video on my phone. And next thing I know, that muscle...
Oh, no! Oh, no! How, okay, dumb question, Taylor. How could my roommate say the F word not clothes when he's actually wearing clothes right now, you darping hyena?
Somebody is being a perv. Somebody wants to say, is being a gay wad.
Well, I found out who the gay wad became.
Who?
CJ. Oh, by the way, I tried to give him a wedgie. CJ. Yeah, I tried to give CJ a wedgie, that's what it is, so. Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
And you failed?
No, I almost did. I almost got it. Actually, I used my knee to give him a wedgie. Oh, no! Taylor, Cody! Oh, no! Now Taylor's ratings went down. Not accepted if you try anything. Taylor's raging on YouTube. Now that's funny.
Isn't it, though?
Yes. What else is bloody new? Oh, you son of a chicken-nator. Why on planets did it not save, you stupid deal? What else is new, y'all? Oh, I know what else is new. Yeah. Just letting y'all know, I just got done, like I said, at the top of the show. I ended up doing the third race of BHRA Reese's Pro. Couple of surprises I'll take away. First time RPM Motorsports goes to victory lane. That's not Alex Hawkins, I should point out, which is Audi's fourth win since they made their debut back in 2016. First time Ish Taylor has never won a Reese's Pro Series race, so that's his first career win, so congratulations to him. And also, it may or may not lock himself a spot into the playoffs, because we will definitely have more than 16 winners, if you know what I mean. Audi is eject. I saw that ejection coming like 3 seconds away. So, it also means it will be the first time a Korean-American driver has won. Yeah, it is confirmed. First Korean-American driver to win in the Reese's Pro, because we've never had a Korean-American driver win. Yeah, by the way, the opening ceremonies just started, just now. It's, yeah, 6:48, the opening ceremony started, even though the opening ceremonies happened this morning. Yes, they're showing a replay of the opening ceremony. Even though they already did it this morning, so... So, yeah. Actually, I don't know which Korea, Ish and Troy are from. If I had to take a guess, I would say South Korea. That's just my educated guess, so, yeah. So, there you go. Saw a stat, I told this on Triple P. I don't know if Elijah heard about this little stat. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little stat here. We've had 13 different winners in 22 races. This time last year after race 22, we had 10 winners in the Cup Series. Xfinity, this time last year we had 6 winners. She's not in my group, I'm surrounded by men, Cody. Anyway, Xfinity had 6 or so 6 winners that ran the full schedule, made the playoffs. This year they only have 5, so it's ridiculous. And Trucks is the same way, so yeah. But anyway,
What do you want?
there's always a prediction that's going to get right, which is the driver that wins the regular season championship does not go on to win the championship. It's only happened once, which was Martin Truex Jr., who won the regular season championship, went on to win the Cup title. Last 3 years, somebody won the regular season title, didn't win the championship. That tells you how interesting the system is, so. Let me check here. Oh yeah, Bailey, the wrestler just had her surgery done, so she's recovering very nicely, so there you go. But yeah. The big question that's on everybody's mind, I did not have an orgy, Cody. And I don't plan on having an orgy. That's actually CJ who had the orgy. And Steven approved what I said. So, the big question on everybody's mind is, what is this? This is 6:51 Central Time, as we are doing... Oh, no! Now Taylor's going to kill you. But anyway, the biggest topic on my mind as we get, as, you know, what's been going on is a lot of questions that's going to be asked. What's going to happen? What's the BHRA officials going to do as far as penalty is concerned? What's going to happen to Leela Bakai and Emily Elizabeth, as well as Lauren Ekstrom? And basically, we don't know. But it sure is what everybody's going to be talking about so far. And, you know, that's something you got to think about, so. And, you know, we're just waiting to hear awards, so. But I know it's going to play a havoc in the Drivers' Championship as we head to Kansas next week. So, we'll just have to wait and see what the punishments are going to be when we get there, so. Yeah. And looked like Elijah just got done with his SRX show, because I was just watching this before I went on the air. But it doesn't look like 11 o'clock is going to be on. I guess 11 o'clock is getting postponed. So. But, yeah, so basically we'll see what's going to happen regarding about that, but surprisingly, despite finishing out of the race in 25th, Anne Maria still hangs on to the points lead heading into Kansas in the Drivers' Championship. Quentin Honeysett, 16th for him. Good job in his first start of the season. And some drivers, you know, needing to build momentum as we head to Kansas Speedway, which, by the way, will be the same track we'll be using for the Laura McCoy Memorial. That will be coming up on the 5th of October, which would have been my stepmom's 70th birthday, if you didn't know that. So, yeah. But anyway, that is going to be your lot from Paddock Pass for the 2021 Las Vegas deal in Episode 6 of the Blue Hedgehog podcast. Going to be interesting to see what's going to happen as we get into the next coming days. And, you know, like I said, a lot of questions are going to be asked. You know, will there be penalties? Will there be some stuff that's going to happen? Will there be consequences? Right now, we don't have anything until the Reese's officials have came and talked to me about that. We are going to have to wait and see what the punishment will be for them. So we'll see about that. Enjoy the three. Enjoy the 3 episodes I have coming out tomorrow night. My next race you'll be seeing for the F1 2021 My Team Career Mode is the French Grand Prix. I will do it on Twitch. I'll probably do it tomorrow and have it up Saturday night. So in case Elijah does his 11 o'clock show tomorrow night, you'll have something on my channel if you ask me. So we'll see what happens as far as the penalties are concerned, and we'll see what happens going into the next couple of days. We'll see what happens in Kansas. Of course, the Diva Series are off until they go to Bristol. So that will be something they're definitely looking forward to, if you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully it will be a good one. So thank you all for joining me. Like, favorite, subscribe, tell your friends about these videos and all that. For now, from me and you, from Yukon, Oklahoma, as I'm fully clothed and not with you-know-who, that is your lot. We will see you at Kansas, and we'll see you on Triple P next week. For now, that, my friends, is your lot. See you next time. Fully clothed, not